So here are the 6 tips for teaching kids responsibility. Now that we have cleared the understanding of what children are developmentally capable of, accomplishing, the following tips will help, support your child's growth into responsibility. So the first thing to do is to model responsibility. This may be obvious, but we can't expect our children to be responsible if we are not modeling responsibility. If we're consistent at showing up at events, for example, or fail to tidy up our bedroom, we can expect more from our children. Kids learn more from what we model than what we say or teach them. So modeling responsibility is the first step in teaching responsibility. The second step is expect responsibility. Is also necessary to expect our kids to be responsible in age-appropriate ways. Yes, let's expect this responsibility from them. This doesn't mean we demand this, but rather we have an expectation, that our child is capable. The opposite will be cleaning up our toddlers' toys for them without their help. Organizing and tidying our elementary school children's bedroom, or constantly doing for them what they are capable of doing for themselves. We don't want to do that. Let's let go of perfection. Let them do it themselves. Often parents miss the chance to encourage responsibility in their child by focusing too much on the outcomes. Oh, it has to be perfect. The floor was cleaned perfectly, was perfectly clean to our own standard, or whether the dishes were washed perfectly to our own standard. We can coach our kids in completing a task well, but criticism and condemnation will only discourage motivation in the future. Let's know this. Work together, as mentioned in the previous post. In early years, our children need us to work alongside them as they take these chores or tasks. As they get older, work with your child to determine which chores should be done, when it should be done, and and who should do it. It's not good for us to dictate to your child what needs to be done. Instead, like I always say, hold a family meeting, have a one-on-one conversation. Encouraging responsibility is as much about internal motivation and self-discipline as it is completing the task. The fourth thing to do is to support and coach. And then in the last video of this series, I taught us, once you and your child have determined what they need to do and when, it's important to set them up for success by teaching them how to do these tasks well. It's unrealistic to assume your child knows what to do, or how to clean a bedroom, or how to manage time, or how to organize. The section below on steps. In the next video, I talked about steps on how to teach your child and how to coach them. The fifth one is use tools for teaching responsibility. Like I said, you can use timers, you can use chatbots. The goal is for them to be independent, as independent as possible. Routines, checklists, timers can help remind them on what they need to do and when it needs to be done. So these are the ways, 6 ways or 5 ways, you can teach your children responsibility. I hope this video has helped you. Please drop me a comment in the comment below. Please don't feel to like this video and tell your friends about my channel. If you have any question, don't feel to ask. I'm very willing to help you. And you can also check me out on my Instagram, Parenting United. And I'll see you in my next one. Peace.